Good morning, buddy. You had a very big day yesterday. Yeah, into this morning even. Yeah, you're not where you were. He was up there with his head to the right of the screen, and now he's down here with his head to the left of the screen when I turn it. Still the same way, just laying on his other side. And I would have to say that it looks like Mama cleaned him up a little bit more. Because that face is whiter. Part of that was he had colostrum replacer all over it. And she's still here, not looking much worse for wear, really. She looks like crap, but she's here. And the bad thing is, she got him dragged down right through a pile of manure. But the placement of that pile proves that she was standing there being a mama.
Hi, sweet. Hi, boy. Hi, boy.
So, there's your minute and 20 seconds worth of
Hi, sweet.
cuteness for the morning, and
Good
we're going to hope to God we can get him up today.
Good morning, baby.
Said I hadn't made my rounds yet. Now, the cow chewing her cud is 023. She's always been a good mama. She was the one cleaning the afterbirth up. The calf was standing between the two, and they were around the corner of the feeder there. The other cow is 224, who had twins. I guess 224. I could be wrong. Hell, I don't know. If it is, she had twins last year before. And when we preg checked, the vet said, pretty sure there's twins in there again. I only see one calf. And both of them kind of claimed, but she looks a little heavy yet, and her udder ain't full. And I don't even know what the calf is. All I know is I like to find them upright and alive. That's the easiest way. So for right now, they're locked in here. We'll make arrangements for them to get to the other barn a different way somehow. I'm not sure yet because I haven't got the lot cleaned, and it's about 1.5 feet deep right before they go into the other barn. My plan yesterday was to clean the lot. And guess what? That didn't happen. So that was my plan today. But we got a dirty kid to clean up. Oh, and the frickin' birds are going crazy in here. I put oat bales on top of the grass bales this last time, so there's more seed for them. And I don't know if the little kid's gonna lay down. I thought maybe go for the bread basket, but looks like gonna go lay down. That's probably a good spot. The stuff ain't too deep over there. Oh well, still things to do. You lucky, standing up. Pretty wobbly, but standing up. I cleaned part of the cow lot so they didn't have to walk through such steep stuff to get in, and I climbed on top of a pile of snow out there with a skid steer. Guess what? Now I'm stuck. But hey, he's standing up. Well, number one and Maury were here earlier. We were kind of watching her. She was over there on the other side of the gate. We brought the old gate in that used to be where this green one is. There's 2 spots to put it, these first 2 poles. Made her a pen. Kind of wondered what was going to be going on. She was moving a lot, up and down. Calf was moving. You could see it doing summer circles in there. They left a few minutes after noon. We all went in to have lunch. I'm not sure what time it is. I guess it's later than I thought. It's 1:30. And this is what I come out to find. Don't even know what it is yet, but little bugger's already learning how to stick his head through a gate. The other one down here, we tubed him again. He got some milk out of the cow at the other end of the barn. Stuff we milked out yesterday. Dogs are about to get their butt kicked if they're not going to be nice behind me. So he is still here. He was looking pretty decent earlier. He ain't out of the woods by any means, but at least he's been up today. And I'm not going to get to see what sex this one is yet. But we know she has a live calf on the ground. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. That's how I like to find them, right there. Up and eating. So she wasn't even doing anything earlier, so that's all on her own in less than an hour and a half. First timer. I'm good with that. Now I just gotta go check everybody else. It's been a day. I'm done. It got to like 34 degrees today. Heavy drizzle pretty much all freaking day. My feet are cold today. They were not cold much yesterday when it was a little cooler. Imagine that. She's starting to mama a little bit more. He has only been up once. The girls helped him get up, and he was up for like, I think they said he took about 8 steps with their help. That little bugger there just laid back down. He was talking to this one and saying, hey, this is how you do it. And he got up to show him. He's still laying there. And I tried getting him up, but he's too much of a limp noodle. I mean, he can move his legs. We propped him against the wall over here last night. You know, he was out from it a little bit, probably 4 feet this morning, and now he's clear over there. And he's been turned around. I don't think he's getting up moving on his own. I think he's probably just weaseling around. I don't know. And the other one behind her, he's still there. He's doing good. And the heifer calf that was out in the feed barn this morning, she got moved over in the big maternity pen. She's doing fine. And y'all know number 1 came out, her and Maury. Well, when they were on their way, everything that's clear was between an inch and an inch and a half of solid ice after I cleaned it off last night. You know, I didn't take it down to bare gravel last night. It was pretty nasty this morning. So before they got here, I made a path so she had half a chance of coming in without running her cart into the barn. And now you can see the dog footprint. That's how soft it is now. One reason I got as much snow out of the main part of the yard as I could, because that's a pretty good flow, and that's just coming off a little bit of the yard and a little bit off the roof. And actually, that's not much off the roof because it's only a small section down at the other end. And I would not recommend walking through there. There's probably about 4 inches of water underneath about 3 or 4 inches of crusted over snow and ice. Just because that's how that ends up through there. So, figured I better finish this video up. You know, pretty much happy ending. Bad thing is we had to tube that little bugger again. Late morning, but he still got something in him. And I got a feeling we're going to have to do it again tonight. I don't like tubing them. I really don't. It takes only a few ounces to pretty much drown them instantly if you hit the wrong hole. You know, and I don't care who you are. You either get it or you don't. Half the time, if you do get the right hole and you actually get it into the guts, you're good. But the other half of the time, you might think it's in the guts. We've done it. Years ago, Dad and I were both 100% sure it was all gut noise and everything sounded perfect. Wasn't any air passing through the tube. And we run a tube with a funnel on the top of it. I don't like those bags because you can't stop the flow other than the little zipper thing. And on a day like today, those little crimp zipper deals, they will not crimp that hose off. So anyway, we just pinch the hose because you can make a loop in your hand and actually pinch it. If you break the hose, you break the hose. But at least you can stop the flow. Anyway, that's what I know. You know, they either make it or they don't. And some of them, I mean, he looks great. He just ain't up and about. I don't know why. You know, is something not finished up inside or what? Doesn't really make sense. But we've had preemies that we didn't expect to make it, and you know, you can tube them and try to get the tube in place and try and try and try. One thing to remember, and we've done it. We've killed them off that way. Calf is dead if you don't tube it. If you do tube it and you kill it, it was dead anyway. That's the only way you can look at it. If you tube it and you get it in the right spot and it lives, you saved a calf. So anyway, some people have said, "Oh, you got issues." Well, yeah. We've calved out over 80 head here for years. And when you do that, well, Mom and Dad been here over 60 years. I don't care if it's 80 head or you got 800 head or 8,000 head. When the number's high enough, you're going to have issues. It's going to happen. That's all there is to it. So we do it right. We've done it right for years. Advice from all the vets over the last 60 years. Things change, but you still look back at the old school stuff, and a lot of times the old school stuff is still the better option and it works better. But we're going to do what we can for this little bugger. We'll move him back up here by the wall tonight, just because if the wind blows where he's at, he's right where the only spot is. It'll come in here. Get him against the walls a lot warmer. So anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you've all had a good Valentine's Day. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I threw it on the board. That would be Valentine there, little bull calf. And the heifer calf that's at the other end, I figure we can call her Valerie. Good enough, right? All right, thanks again for watching. Okay, a little extra for the video. Number 2 walks in here. We talk about, I about killed myself trying to get him to stand up because his legs just hang. He didn't want to do anything. Literally, she walked in there. I looked the other way for a second, and she's standing there over the top of him with him up. He's been standing for maybe 2 minutes now. I'll take that. I really will. So, now we'll hope Mama will walk up and talk to him. He's been talking to Mama. She talks to him. All right, there. That's the end of it. Thanks, everybody.